Through 5 games, it's been a series to remember so far. And we should be in for more great theater here. Will it end tonight? It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me, Eric.
Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here, and today we have another episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB 13, the show. So here, this is going to be Game 6 against the LA Dodgers here in the World Series. We are in LA, and we lost Game 5 in the past episode, and hopefully we can win Game 6 here and make it not go to Game 7 on the road. So you can see our lineup here: Reyes, Laurie, Trout, Bautista, Encarnacion, Mauer, Cespedes, Sano, and David Price rounding out the lineup. Clayton Kershaw is going to be on the hill for the Dodgers. We couldn't solve Billingsley in Game 5, but hopefully we can solve Clayton Kershaw here. We have our ace going as well, so it's going to be a lefty ace battle here in Game 6. Kershaw hasn't pitched too well in the playoffs, almost has a 5 ERA, but still, he's Clayton Kershaw. He can have a great day at any moment. So right here in the top of the first, we have a 3-up, 3-down inning, and we are going back on defense. You can see the Dodgers lineup coming up here. Melky Cabrera, who we traded to them, is leading them off, followed by Aviles, Gonzalez, Ethier, Arenado, Jeff Baker, AJ Ellis, Shane Robinson, and Clayton Kershaw, my bad. But David Price is our starter for this game. He's pitched very well in these playoffs. He's 2-0 with a 3.05 ERA. Through 3 games, and he's pitched 20.2 innings, which is 2/3, sorry. And here we go, bottom half of the first. Michael Aviles up with 1 out and a 2-2 count. He's going to get a base hit up the middle, and they get started off with a base runner. They got a solid top of the lineup, and that'll bring up Adrian Gonzalez with a runner on first base and 1 out, 2-2 count, and he goes down swinging on the high heat from David Price, touching 97 there, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the first. To the top of the second, Bautista is going to loft one into the right center field gap. That one's going to get down and 2-hop off the right center field wall. Bautista is going to get into second base with a stand-up double, and we have ourselves a good start to this inning. With the runner on third base now and 2 outs, and Cespedes up. He drives this ball deep left field, but it will be hauled in well in front of the track by Melky Cabrera, who we traded to them in that package deal for some players. I believe we traded him for Yasiel Puig in the first year. But right here you can see a deep drive by Mike Trout. That one's going to be hauled in center field and back at the track, and that'll be it for the top half of the third. To the top of the fourth, 2 outs and Bautista up. He's going to stroke this ball into right center field. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Center fielder plays it off the wall. Throw comes into second base without a throw. It goes to the cut, and that will get us a double. Bautista's second double of the ball game, and with the runner on second, 2 outs, we need to bring him across. Edwin Encarnacion, sharp drive to short, but that one's hauled in by Mike Aviles, and that will be the third out of the inning. To the top of the fifth now, Cespedes up, a deep drive to right field. That one is going to be hauled in deep right field by Andre Ethier, and they're just taking hits away from us left and right. Now to the bottom of the fifth, 3-2 count to AJ Ellis. He's going to take that pitch down and away. He has a very, very good eye, and he just earned himself a walk there. So with him on first base, a ground ball to shortstop onto second. Sano, the flip of the turn, and that will be a 6-4-3 double play, and that will get us 2 outs there. And it'll get us out of that half inning. We head to the 6th inning report. You can see only between the two teams, there's combined 3 hits, so a very, very big pitching matchup. And 2 of the hits have come from Bautista, 2 doubles in this ball game. But right here in the top of the 7th, Mike Trout trying to start us off here. He's going to drive this ball deep right field. That one's going to get down at a 1-hop off the wall. Mike Trout has crazy speed. He's going to come up and pull up into second with a stand-up double. Throw goes to third, and we have ourselves a speedy runner on second base, so a base hit can bring him in here. Bautista already doubled twice in this ball game. He is going to bring him in here with a base hit into left field. The left fielder comes up throwing, and it'll go into the cut. cut, and the Toronto Blue Jays are up 1-0 here in World Series Game 6 in the 7th inning. So Encarnacion up with the runner on first base. He's going to go down swinging on that fastball inside, and that will get them their second out, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. To the bottom, now we get Andre Ethier to go down swinging on that nasty curveball there by David Price, one of his best pitches, and that'll get us out of that half inning. We are headed to the top of the 8th now. Kenley Jensen, the setup man for the Dodgers, is going to come in. They need to hold it here if they want to have a chance to win, because we are up 1 run, and with David Price on the hill pitching the way he is, it's going to be tough to choke out a couple extra runs. But Miguel Sano, the first pitch of Kenley Jensen's pitching appearance, he's going to double into the right center field gap. Sano pulls up into second, and he's been hitting well in these playoffs. One of our better hitters in these playoffs, but he's still a batting at the bottom of the lineup. We keep David Price in, so that means he's going to be pitching into the bottom half of the 8th. He's going to drop down a bunt, a great bunt. Luckily, there was nobody standing at third, because they probably could have got the play at third. But with that, a fly ball to center field. This could bring in the run, but it is a shallow fly ball. Center fielder comes up, throwing. The throw is just offline, and Miguel Sano will score. And the Toronto Blue Jays go up 2-0 here, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. With a 2-0 count to A.J. Ellis. He's going to stroke this ball into right field. Bautista plays it on a hop. He'll get that one in, and that will get them off to their second hit of this ball game. And Arenado gets on base. 1-2 count to the next batter. He's going to go down swinging on the curveball. Mark Ellis goes down on the curveball, and that was a great pitch by David Price. Javi Guerrera comes in for the top of the 9th. We would love to add a couple runs here, but he has been pitching well in these playoffs. Through 9 2/3, he has an ERA of 1.86. But Bautista's coming up. Already has 3 hits in this ball game. He's going to pick up his 4th base knock of the day. He's having a great game. Now, now with Bautista on first base and Encarnacion up at bat, he's going to ground to third base. Arenado on to second. Mark Ellis on to first, and Adrian Gonzalez catches it, and that will get them a 5-4-3 double play. We're not done right there. Maurer gets on base here with a base hit, and we can still add a run or two here. Cespedes up, a deep drive to right center field, but the center fielder is going to track that one down in the gap, and they're down to their final 3 outs here. Now with an 0-2 count to that batter, he's going to go down swinging on the curveball, and that'll be another strikeout for David Price. With 1 out now, Melky Cabrera up. They have the top of the order up. He's going to drive this ball to right field. Bautista tries to make the amazing catch. That one will roll all the way to the wall. Melky Cabrera's chugging around second. He's going to third. He has a chance to score here, but he'll hold up at third base. No reason to risk it for the Dodgers here. Now with 1 out and Micah Vilas up 1-1 count. He's going to ground this one off the pitcher. The first baseman, Encarnacion, is going to come over, but he's going to beat that one out. And as of that, the game-winning run will come to the plate for the Dodgers. D. Gordon's going to pinch run for Micah Vilas here. He has very, very great speed. We need to keep an eye out for that. You can see Price is getting tired. D. Gordon's going to take off from first base, and Maurer's throw is just high, and that will get the tying run into scoring position. So they just need a base hit here, but a nice play there by Brett Laurie to stab that line drive by Adrian Gonzalez, and the Dodgers are down to their final out here. Andre Ethier, 3-1 count, a ground ball to first base, and Edwin Encarnacion touches the bag, and the Toronto Blue Jays have won the World Series back-to-back seasons, 2014 and 2015. The Toronto Blue Jays are your World Series champions. A very, very nice pitching performance by David Price, a 4-hit game by Jose Bautista, and that is enough for the victory. 2-1 here for the Toronto Blue Jays, and we have won back-to-back World Series. So I think that's where we're gonna end this series, guys. I do want to have one more series here for the off season, where I can talk about off season trades and stuff, because I do love that. It's probably my favorite part of baseball, like all the trades and stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of a series I could do, I don't want to say this, but maybe extend this to year 4. That could be one of the options. And then the other options could be maybe like a quick franchise with a different team, maybe a fantasy draft franchise, maybe a road to the show, maybe continue one of my old road to the shows that I've started. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode, guys. Bautista, I believe, got the player of the game, either him or David Price. But there was only a total of 12 hits between the two teams, and we will go on to win the World Series. So thank you guys for watching. You can stick around for the rest of the box scores, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.